you guys know, we have a bit of a soft spot for Chengdu. I think that's no secret. So much so, in fact, that we actually tried to move here. But obviously, that didn't exactly work out, did it? But let's not bore you with the details of that in this video.
It's just really frustrating.
I know.
And when we were talking about potentially moving here to our Chinese friends, we were met with a unanimous response.
Yeah, again and again, people just kept saying the same thing. Chengdu is such a cool city, which got us thinking, is Chengdu the coolest city in China?
And after properly exploring every nook and cranny, we found the answer to that question, which we'll tell you later.
Welcome to Chengdu.
Six sprays, bro.
Looks like me. So many cool coffee shops on this street. Look at this toilet block.
It's me and you, it's like they knew we were coming, eh?
In the process of trying to answer the question on whether this is in fact the coolest city in China, we found ourselves asking a much deeper question. What does cool mean anyway?
Take Chengdu's Taikoo development, for example. This newly developed mall, which is centered around the 1500-year-old Dazi Temple and a few other heritage buildings, is a magnet for the A-list of the city, with its photogenic walls and perversely expensive designer shops.
Now, if Taikoo is the coolest spot in Chengdu, then being cool must just mean having a load of money in your bank account, or at least the use of a rich relative's credit card. No, I mean, there must be more to being cool than that. I mean, that would be far too shallow, wouldn't it?
So after tapping up a few of our local contacts, we were directed towards Ulin and Ulin, neighbouring districts that are also comprised of a healthy dose of old and new, albeit with a much different flavour.
And today we're going to start off in the area of Ulin. So Jack, what are your first impressions of it?
Well, I don't think it's too bad, is it, Mrs? Seems pretty nice to me. Definitely a lot more relaxed than Taikoo, for example. Yes. Although I would say, I'm not quite sure we're cool enough for this area.
No, it's very cool, isn't it?
Well, screw it. I think we should go explore anyway.
Okay, let's go.
We were given an immediate taste of Chengdu's cosmopolitan flavour when we stumbled onto the neighbouring street. This is the place to come for everything you could possibly need to cook up a tasty meal. Fresh produce, meat, pickles, and even the utensils to eat your creation with.
这个泡菜都是你们自己做的吗？哦，看起来好吃。
你们是哪个国家的？
英国的。
你呢？你是哪里的人？
我们中国。
我不要了啊，
很好吃。
The locals are so friendly here, especially the doggos. Dog strokes are going to be a theme for this video, I reckon.
Yeah, you're so beautiful.
Oh, okay. Also, before he has no fur?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's a little better now than before.
Oh.
A lot better.
If I can't have my own just yet, I will stroke your dog if I see it in public. Just be warned. Oh, we've met some more lovely doggy friends.
Top marks for dogs around here, I've got to say.
Yeah, there's so many dogs here in Chengdu. Everybody's always got dogs. It's so nice. Hi! Cute! Just loves a stroke. Looks like me.
这个地方的改变很多吗？
对对，改变很多。
哦，现在看起来很现代。
对对对。
以前看起来怎么样？
以前不怎么样，以前有点老旧吧。
啊，真的？你喜欢这里或者以前？
以前它逐步的可能还要改好一点点，因为这就是城内嘛。
He says it's changed a lot around here. This is like the middle of a community, and it's like turned into like a fancy art gallery.
Yeah, I know. You go away!
Oh my god, what a ridiculously cute and photogenic little mini street this is.
In no other city in China have I seen graffiti like this just on the street. Usually it's in like a designated area for graffiti. Now, I think graffiti is quite controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it, think it looks a bit dirty. Personally, I'm on the love side. I think it adds character to a city.
Yeah, I'm just hanging around Ulin, just looking mad sick, looking at my sick sprays, bro.
Okay, we're on dog stroke number 5. 5 dogs in one day. It's a personal best.
The hipsters might come for the doggo strokes, but they stay for the caffeinated beverages.
Welcome to Chengdu.
Thank you so much.
We love Chengdu. It's a very, very cool city.
Yes, it's a very nature city.
Yeah, it's really
This
good.
street have a lot of nature bar.
What is your name?
外面河
Hu.
对 Hugh.
Hugh.
Hugh, strong name, like Hugh Grant. Before when he's young, he looks like this.
yeah.
Very
Yeah,
handsome
he
when,
was
very handsome.
when he's young man. Now he's a little older.
Oh my gosh, there's just so many cool coffee shops on this street. It's going to be hard to pick one to go to. It's like every other shop is a coffee shop. Okay, we finally picked a place. It's called Car Park. They have a huge selection of drinks and different coffee flavored drinks and different coffee flavor cocktails, which is really nice. And it's super cute inside and the staff are really, really friendly. Would highly recommend. Passion fruit soda, that sounds exactly what I like. Oh, it's like sweet and sour and sodary. Perfect, just what I like out of a drink.
Now that is the fuel a man needs to get him through the day.
Dog stroke number 6. We are on a roll today. So Jack, you've had a nice big dose of caffeine and that always puts you in a good mood. Let the viewers know, what do you think of hipster Ulin today?
Oh man, you know what? I've had a grand old time. The coffee wasn't bad at all, and I've had a great time just wandering around, looking at all the little cute coffee shops and street art as well. But you know what? Looks aren't everything, are they? And whilst this place is definitely aesthetically pleasing, I can't help myself from craving to just dig a little bit deeper, get some dirt under the fingernails.
Oh dear, I think I feel a rank coming on.
Now, gentrification is a natural side effect of economic redevelopment, and far be it from me to ever deprive an area of the opportunity to better itself. No, I love to see that. But I do have one tiny gripe though. Why is it that every new shop that opens is always a coffee shop? Sure, I love coffee as much as the next man, perhaps even more, but surely there must be a more imaginative use of spaces than this. I mean, how many cups of coffee can you even drink in a day? This is the same in London, and it's certainly the same in Beijing, where the hutongs have become a haven for run-of-the-mill coffee joints that, whilst incredibly photogenic, usually have more staff members than customers.
Well, fortunately for him, cities in China tend to be amazingly cosmopolitan places with something different down every street. In such a fast-moving country, it's not unusual to see a trendy bar right next to an old-fashioned mahjong house. So I reckon if we just head a few meters down some of these side alleys, we're going to find something completely different. This area is so cool. They've built like these transformer statues. They've got graffiti on all the walls. It's covered in these beautiful murals. It's just like a fun and like vibey place to be. Wow, look at this toilet block. It's absolutely covered in graffiti. That sure beats a boring old building in my eyes. This is a school, and instead of displaying the art inside on the walls where nobody sees, it's all outside so everyone can see all of the art that the students have made. Oh, I just think that's just like the loveliest idea ever. This is honestly one of the most creative neighborhoods I've been to. Celebrate creativity, guys. Show it to the world, you know? Share it with everyone. I just feel so inspired.
After half an hour spent gushing over all the amazing art pieces, I suddenly realised that I had very much lost Jack. Where has that grumpy bastard got to?
Oh, hello, hello, hello. Of course he's in the park watching the old brothers.
Yeah, just watch the old brothers play a spot of table tennis, just imagining the day that one day I'll be good enough to play with them. Boy can only dream, eh?
Well, that seems to have cheered him up a bit, eh?
Wow, there's even a self-portrait of us.
Yeah, it's me and you. It's like they knew we were coming, eh? Here we are. Aww.
So if we ever do eventually get to move to Chengdu, I think we know where we're going to live.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to call this area home.
Yeah, it's just so nice around here. There are so many fun things to look at and different lanes to explore. Kind of reminds me a little bit of of somewhere else that we might be familiar with?
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of the hutongs, isn't it?
Dog number 7. Oh, it was more like a sheep than a dog, that one. It was so cute. Whew, all this exploring has got me feeling a little bit peckish.
Yeah, I reckon we should go and see if we can find you a cheeky chow fan, missus.
I think that's a great idea. 你好，我有一个炒饭。
炒饭啊，
对，
腊肉、香肠、火腿肠，
不要肉。
你可以用鸡蛋炒一点点。
鸡蛋炒是吧？
对对对，我们不用做肉。
So they've got some little stools here. The ayi just brought us a table. I'm waiting for my chow fan. I could not be happier with today. Literally a tray of rice. Absolutely steaming. Oh, yes. Nothing better than a nice cheeky chow fan. Oh, that was so good. And what a great day we've had today. So Jag, let's finally answer the question. Do you think this is the coolest city in China?
Well, let me at first sidestep that one politely and instead heap some praise on the area we've been exploring today, Ulin, which I've got to say is like the perfect sweet spot of gentrification. There's a load of fresh blood in the area doing some cool and creative things, but it also has enough of the original charm that I think first attracted people here in the first place. But is this the coolest city in China? Yeah, I think so.
Okay guys, what do you think? Leave us a comment below letting us know whether you think this is the coolest city or do you have another one in mind? As always, like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.